Welcome to the Waylon perspective. Please like and press that subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. This is my reaction to Gabriel Henrique performing Killing Me Softly, Bossa Nova version, originally by Lieberman. Let's commence.
I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him, to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a classic jam this is, and what a classic young singer this young man is. Gabriel Henrique once again stepping up here, ladies and gentlemen, doing this old school jam from way back in the day. I reacted to a version of Killing Me Softly on my channel performed on the acoustic guitar by Lieberman. As we know, ladies and gentlemen, this song was originated as Killing Me Softly with his song by Lieberman way back in the early 70s, but it was Roberta Flack who had a huge hit with this. The Fugees also did a version of it much later on that was very successful. Gabriel Henrique, he is a successful young performer, ladies and gentlemen, and he knows how to perform songs successfully. Every time he takes on a song, ladies and gentlemen, he infuses that song with his own strong personality, his wonderful, incredible, strong, amazing voice. Every single time without fail, the young man is simply brilliant. And the guitarist here next to him performing a bossa nova version of the track, ladies and gentlemen, but it's all about that voice. It's all about that stunning ability of the young man himself. He is so awesome, so awesome. I enjoy all his performances, no doubt about it. And this one started off brilliantly already. Let's keep going.
Strumming my back with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I found he'd found my letters and read each one out loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel sounds so wonderful every single time. Magnificent vocal ability is always on display when the young man grabs the microphone and sings for us. He sings brilliantly, so entertaining, so enjoyable. I am absolutely enjoying this bossa nova guitar vibe. It is doing what it needs to do in the background here. It is just absolutely a great piece of instrumentation, and it just allows Gabriel's voice to just, you know what I mean, it just travels out, ladies and gentlemen, into every direction, and it just, asks us to sit down, listen, relax, chill, and enjoy. Wonderful music. The young man, a wonderful performer.
I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my back with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He sang as if he knew me, he knew my dark despair, and then he looked right through me as if I wasn't there.
You see what I mean? Those brilliant Gabriel flourishes, they just make the song his own. You know what I mean? He takes the DNA of the song and he absolutely transforms it, and he turns it into a Gabriel Henrique song. That is what he does brilliantly every single time. So when you hear him sing it in his style, it feels like it's his song. And he just does it so wonderfully with all these different pieces of music. The young man is a superstar, ladies and gentlemen. I've stated it for the record many, many times. And I just love every time that he, grabs a mic and he just performs for us. He shares the gift of his wonderful musical vocal talent with us. And he does it so wonderfully, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome guitar work, awesome vocals.
And he just kept on singing, singing clean and strong, strumming my bass with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Oh, 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 la, 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 oh, la, oh, killing me softly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go above and beyond, and I want to sing the young man's praises in a way that you will remember. So what can I say so that you will remember how awesome and phenomenal and brilliant and astounding and amazing and wonderful young Gabriel Henrique is? What can I say? I must give you, the viewer, homework. You must come up with brilliant ways to describe the young man's incredible talent, and then you must just take it on board. And meanwhile, I'll just let you know, I think this young man is freaking awesome. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to keep it simple. He is freaking awesome, and it's consistent. This isn't a fluke, ladies and gentlemen. I've reacted to this young man so many times, and every performance is just elevated brilliance. It's taking that core music and just, ladies and gentlemen, it's expanding what is possible with that music. And he does it all with his voice, ladies and gentlemen. His voice is just sheer magnificence. It is his instrument of beauty and stunning skill. And he showcases it so wonderful in all his performances, the gift that is this young man's voice. I'm just happy that he is willing to share this gift with the world, ladies and gentlemen, with these brilliant performances. This is more stunning stuff by Gabriel here. It's just stunning stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Just take my word for it, why don't you? This young man is brilliant.
With his song, his song.
What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? I loved that version provided by the brilliant, the dynamic, the stunning, the amazing, the wonderful, the incredibly talented young Gabriel Henrique, ladies and gentlemen. The young man absolutely teaming up there with the guitarist to give us a vibe that just worked so wonderfully. It just worked so wonderfully, ladies and gentlemen. This bossa nova version on the guitar, it just allowed the song to, enter a different dimension. And then Gabriel's voice, it took it through that dimension in a stunning way. He sings so wonderfully, ladies and gentlemen. He sings in such a captivating manner There's just no denying it. There's no denying it. You can try. You can attempt to deny it, ladies and gentlemen. But you denying it is denied. We're not going to accept your attempts to deny this young man's brilliant vocal skills. It simply cannot be done. The young man takes this classic song from way back in the day, from the 70s, and absolutely makes it his own in such a wonderfully compelling way. That is the gift. That is the gift that is possessed by Gabriel Henrique, ladies and gentlemen. And he sang that song wonderfully. He sang it so amazingly. Such entertaining stuff for yours truly here. I love that version, ladies and gentlemen. It's just so strong. It's so strong. It allows his voice to just absolutely fly wonderfully and magnificently. And you know what I mean? That is what it is all about for Gabriel Henrique. The talent, the vocal skill, the unbelievable vocal power, the vocal ability, just that magic touch that he adds, you know, his own vibe that he brings to every performance. It's so wonderful. Every single time, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm saying, without fail. The young man just being utterly brilliant once again. That was a version to remember, a version to absolutely savor and enjoy. That was absolutely superb. Gabriel gave us a boss rendition of that song. Spectacular stuff.